Alrighty. There you go. Let the flash on again. Gatekeeper here. We have a Messenger M300 4x455 Motorola MRF 455s AB1 bias, and kind of go through everything that was wrong with it. I just knew there were two pills blown, man. I mean, I just knew right offhand two transistors were blown. But very weirdly, they wasn't. And I can't even remember if I came across something like this before. I don't know if maybe there were two pills blown, and maybe somebody have already replaced them with these transistors and just didn't know to replace the components that had blown along with the transistors. I don't know, but I had to pull every single one of these transistors. There was a hot bar, a strap going through all of them, and that strap was interfering with let's put it this way, there was a couple of emitters on some of these transistors. It didn't even look like it was soldered. It didn't even appear that some of the emitters were soldered. It appeared that somebody literally put the strap down on top of the emitters and soldered the strap and didn't solder the emitters. That's what it appeared to me. And I just went through and done a really good soldering job on all the emitters, and they don't need that strap, man. That's just one of them things, you know. I could put it back on there, and actually I did. I did put it back on there before I put the feedback resistors on there, and there's absolutely no difference in the wattage. I mean, I examined it real well and kind of just made the choice of it didn't need that strap by the pass to ground, to this main board of ground here. And I mean, you got 4 different paths to the ground of where the transistors are. And also you got the actual ground wire that comes this direction straight in the middle of the transistor. So I mean, you're good, man. You don't need that strap on this one. I've seen some PVC boards that I think could use a strap, but this one's just fine without it. There was a glue that was all over the transformers too. I do not know what that was all about, but I went ahead and cleaned the glue off the transformers. And you had 2 10 ohms blown. Okay. I went ahead and just pulled all the 10 ohms, replaced all the 10 ohms with brand new 10 ohm resistors, bias resistors. Alright, this combiner right here was completely blown. I replaced that. There was 2 or 3 of the feedback resistors that were starting to get pretty brown and charred. So I just went ahead and just pulled all them off and put your brand new feedback resistors on right here. Okay. Another thing I noticed, that I think the reason why this amp fell on its ass, excuse my language, is because the actual AB biasing circuit diode went out on you. Now when that happens, when that diode goes out, a full 12 volts go to the base of the transistors, and them jokers will be took out very quick that way. So luckily, whoever the operator of this box was when this thing went out, they were smart enough to turn that thing off and do not key it anymore. They had a very small biasing diode right here. They had a very small biasing diode and had it tucked down on the heat sink with some thermal paste. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, there's no reason to do that if you just use a good sized diode that can handle, you know, the load just fine. So we went ahead and put you about 3 times of the size diode on there for you. Okay, let me see what, there was one more thing, I believe. What was it? Oh yeah. After it was all said and done, I was seeing a little spike in SWR during your very highs, like when you're on it good. I didn't see the spike when you were dead keying, but once you did a good audio into the mic, I was seeing a good little spike, so I took the cap that was off right here on the output and threw a 464 trimmer on there. Here's your trimmer for the input right here. And I went ahead and done that, man, and just retuned it. It wasn't off by much. It needed about 20 more picofarad, and I think it equaled to a 75. Yeah, a 75. What was on there, I think it was a 50 it was on there, so it didn't need much more, but it needed a little more. So we retuned the output, and here you go, man. Get you a good working amp. This thing's a swinging little joker too, man. Go ahead and let you see that now. I'm a pretty decent fan of Messengers. I like them. You know, they went the AB bias route. Old school type solid state amplifiers. I've always liked their designs. I can't find much bad things to say about their designs. I really do like their designs. I got a old Messenger 2x8 that I need to get to. It's one of my own. I do so much work for other people, I ain't got no time to work on my own stuff. Alright, well, as I said, we're running a new radio now because one of my good buddies kind of fried it. We won't name no names. We're running a little Cobra Bluetooth now. Nothing special. Does exactly 4 bird watts. About 23 watts on the peak. Just still has its limiter. Just an easy radio for tuning. Not a hot radio. We just had a hot radio come in today, though. I'm about to go open up about a 12-13 bird watt radio. We're gonna hook that up and show y'all what some hot radios can do into some builds and stuff. But let's go ahead and show you an output of this. Now we got about 1.5 watts dead key. Oh, alrighty, 20-21 watts. We are sitting at 14 volts. And this light's on now. Yes, at 14 volts. Turn that down just a little bit. Get right there on about 13.8. There you go, on the dot. 13.8. All right, we're on low. Oh, alrighty, let me see what this. Let me show you what this tune's looking like here. You got 10 watt slug. See if the little flash on the. Let you see it. It ain't even moving. Perfect tune. Alright, let's go to medium. Alright, we got about 7-8 watt dead key on medium. You can run your little dead key up in this because this is a high drive amp. Do remember that. Alrighty, looks like you gained exactly 100 watts. 150 to 250 on medium. Let's kick it on high. Got a 40 watt dead key on high. Oh, alrighty, about 3